Marlène Elmassion has a very young visitor at work today. Her 5-month-old daughter Brune. She's her third child. Marlène still breastfeeds her once or twice a day. The World Health Organization says breast milk is the ideal food for infants, providing essential nutrients that help protect against illness. Brune also drinks formula since Marlène, a lawyer, had to go back to work 3 months after her birth. But juggling work, she says, isn't the only challenge when it comes to breastfeeding her daughter in France.
People are surprised that I still breastfeed her. I came back from hospital after her birth and was really exhausted. People would say, "Why are you torturing yourself by breastfeeding? Take it easy, your husband should take her now." I did feel a bit judged.
Marlène says her decision to nurse, starting with her first child 6 years ago, was not an easy one.
I felt a bit alone. I was surprised when staff at the maternity hospital gave my son a feeding bottle without my consent. I really wanted to breastfeed him. It was the first sign that something was wrong.
Marlène's experience is not unusual in France. Statistics show that less than 70% of mothers will start breastfeeding at all, and the number drops to just 22% after 6 months. Experts say a big reason is France's relatively short maternity leave, just 16 weeks after a baby's birth. But the aversion to nursing runs deeper than that. Carole Hervé is a private lactation consultant in northern Paris. She helps future mothers prepare to breastfeed and helps troubleshoot when there's a problem. Today, she's advising a client over the phone. Carole says women wanting to breastfeed in France face an uphill battle because of a lack of awareness across society.
There's a great lack of support from the community in general. The healthcare professional, to start with, don't know much about breastfeeding. So as soon as there's some kind of issue, they will say, well, maybe you can go to formula, maybe you can drop breastfeeding and use a bottle. Then the French feminists in the 70s weren't really into breastfeeding in comparison to the Swedes or the Norwegian mothers. Our mothers didn't breastfeed. So we don't have a culture that supports breastfeeding.
Despite its low breastfeeding rates, France is far from being the only country where mothers switch early to infant formula. The World Health Organization says that across the globe, less than half of all newborns are breastfed within the first hour of birth, or drink breast milk exclusively for the recommended 6 months.